KRBE.
Alrighty, anytime you've got a doubt, suspicion about your mate, your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, whatever, you email us at 104krbe.com. In this case, Kim emailed us this morning.
Yeah, we just have her sitting by the line so she can give us the full story on what's happening in her world. Good morning to you, Kim.
Hi.
Hey, Kim, so why do you want to be on Roland Ryan's Roses?
Well, basically, I started to think that my husband might be cheating on me.
Well, that's, of course, the most common reason people email us.
And your husband's name?
Hector.
Okay, so how long have you been married, Kim, and do you have any children together?
We don't have kids. We've been married for 4 years.
Okay, so what's the story with Hector?
Well, basically, I wanted to surprise him recently. I'm not the most organized person, and he's been sort of on me to, organize things. So I just moved up, and I hired a closet organizer expert person.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I did that too.
So we went through the entire master closet, and in the bottom of the closet, under a pile of clothes, I found this box. And in this box is this prepaid cell phone and a checkbook. And the cell phone, I turned it on and it worked. So it instantly, someone put money on it.
Wait, what kind of box was it, Kim? Was it like a safe, or was it like a regular cardboard box, like a shoebox?
It was a shoebox. Yeah, it was a shoebox.
Okay, so wait, what I'm picking up on something right away is if you turn it on, then, it's been used recently. Those prepaid cell phones don't have the best batteries in the world, so he's used it recently. He's got a separate phone. Did you confront him about this?
Yeah, I asked him about it, and he said that something had happened with his work cell phone, and so he just went to Target and just bought this as a temporary thing, and he used it for a couple days, and that was it.
And even though he only used it for a couple of days, a ways back, the battery's still good. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I found a checkbook, and it was not for the account that we have together.
Okay, and what did he say about that?
He said that it was the checking account he had before we got married, and he hadn't used it since we got married, and even said, look in the checkbook to see if there's any used checks, and there weren't. Well,
okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm sure we all have a checkbook that's floating around somewhere that has an old address or, whatever, okay? All
right. So, I mean, are you buying any of this stuff?
I just think it's really bizarre. That it just didn't add up for me, and I'm not usually a suspicious person at all, but my gut was just, I don't know, it just didn't seem right.
Mm-hmm.
So I called the HR person at his office because I used to work there. So she and I are really good friends.
Okay.
And I just wanted to find out to make sure that the right amount was being deposited into our account, his direct deposit. And she checked and she said that 90% only was going into the account that I knew about.
Mm-hmm.
And 10% of the checks every month were going into this other account, which is the account that I found.
Oh, my God, you got your answer already then. If he's got a separate checking account that you don't know about and he's got a slush fund going?
If I'm doing the math right, and I'm not sure that I am because I don't know how long this has been going on, but if I assume this has been going on a few months, then it's got to be at least a few $1,000s by now.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a nookie fund.
Okay, so wait, after you found out the stuff from the HR person, have you told him this new information now? Because he claimed already that was an old checking account. So have you now told him, that old checking account of yours, that's got to be where your paycheck's going, or are you not telling him that you went as far as finding the HR person?
No, I did not. I did not tell him.
Okay, so you're looking for a name then. You want to find out if he's seeing one person in particular?
See, I thought to myself, maybe he's saving up for a surprise or something like that. I didn't want to accuse him of something.
Which, you're right, because that's happened before. Surprises have been blown like you wouldn't believe on this. But only you can tell us how you feel about your relationship. Are y'all not vibing really together physically? Are y'all not having a good relationship at all? Do y'all talk? I mean, you tell us the status of your marriage right now.
He's been acting pretty guarded recently. It's been something a little bit off. He's been acting weird, being really vague about what he's been up to.
Add it up, okay.
He's
got a secret cell phone. He's got a secret account. He's debiting money into it every paycheck.
No, I know how that looks. I'm just trying, but we don't... Look, for us to look at that on black and white paper, it looks like, okay, this guy... But you haven't told us... I mean, look, if your HR friend is really such a good friend, wouldn't she have said, oh, and by the way, the gossip around the office is... he likes this girl, or this girl flirts with him, or is there anybody that you have even an inkling that something inappropriate is happening, or somebody has a crush on your husband, or he's been flirting with somebody?
Not that I know of.
Okay, Kim, so we're going to call up Hector, and you just stand by on the line, don't say anything. I'm going to try this whole I own the flower company in the building situation like I usually do, and we'll see what he says. We'll see where he sends them, and Ask him everything you told us about, Kim, or else you won't know, and you'll feel like you wasted this call.
Okay.
All right, stand by. Part 2 of Rule and Ryan's Roses is next on 104.1 KRBE.
Kim, are you sure you're ready to go through with this?
Yes.
All right, well, stand by and don't say a word until I jump in, okay? It's Rule and Ryan's Roses on 104.1 KRBE.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Hector, please.
Yeah, this is Hector. How can I help you?
Hector, hi. My name is Katie. I know you don't know me, but I just want to take a minute of your time to let you know that I got your information from your employer. I am the floral supplier for your office building, and I work with a lot of different companies. And they're just kind of giving us a heads up on who sees our work, and you get a free dozen of red roses. Did I say that already? Yeah. A free dozen long stem red roses. They're... Wow. Really, they're no cost or no obligation. The reason we're doing this, Hector, is we're just trying to kind of venture into the personal floral business now, and we thought we'd start with the employees that see our work every day. So if you accept these roses, and if you come back to us within a month to buy a dozen for yourself, again, for somebody you love, you get 50% off. How does that sound?
It sounds great. Yeah.
Okay, good. It's really simple. I don't take any financial information. I just need the name of a person you'd like me to send these roses to, and give me a greeting for that card. Because remember, they're going from you to somebody else.
Sure. Will you send them to Maria?
Okay, Maria.
And I can put a note?
Yes.
So we said a personal note?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Yeah, I had so much fun last week.
To Maria had so much fun last week. Now, do you want me to sign it Love Hector or just Hector?
No, just Hector.
Well, Hector, actually, you're on the Rule and Ryan Show. You're on 104.1 KRBE, and you know what? Your wife's been listening into this conversation. I think that Kim's got a few questions. Kim?
Yeah, who the is Maria, Hector?
Kim?
Yes, your wife?
Am I on the radio?
Who are you sending these flowers to? Is this what the cell phone and the checkbook are all for? Is this she one of many, or is this your mistress?
Didn't we already go over this?
No, we did not go over you cheating on me with someone named Maria.
Hector, tell us who Maria is.
Who is this?
This is Ryan. You're on the Rule and Ryan Show, dude. You're on the radio right now. Kim had some suspicions about you that you might send roses to somebody else, and you did. So who's Maria?
She's just a friend.
You're such a liar.
Please.
Why would you say, what friend do you have named Maria? I think you have a lot of explaining to do.
Tell him about what you found out about the account, the checking account.
Hector, I actually talked to Janine, and she told me that you were depositing only 90% of the money that you were making into our account, and that 10% is going to that other checking account that you told me you haven't used since before you were married.
Maybe it's a mistake, which is really possible in HR.
There is no way that's a mistake, because we haven't been getting as much money in our account. So that's completely correct.
That's really curious, and we'll have to contact the bank and find that out.
Hey, Hector, one thing that I think Kim has a right to know is, what was this good time that you guys had last week?
We had seen each other, and we had a few laughs, and that was it.
Where did you see each other? What were you doing?
We just bumped into each other at the grocery store.
At the grocery store, and then what did you do?
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait, I had a few laughs at the grocery store?
Yeah. Has it ever happened to you, bro?
No.
Is that like totally unbelievable?
You know what, Hector, I can honestly say in my life, I've never run into a female friend and said, hey, I had lots of laughs at the grocery store. I think I'll send you a dozen red roses.
Yeah, that doesn't sound believable.
I feel sorry for you, sir, that you don't have friends. But
no, you're such a liar, Hector. You did not do anything at the grocery store. You need to start telling me who you're sleeping with, if it's like how many people there are, if this is, I'm your wife, this is disgusting. I could have an STD because of you. This is so gross.
Kim, you're the only woman that I'm sleeping with, all right?
I don't believe you. Then why do you have that shoebox filled with all that stuff?
I don't want to be having this conversation on the radio, all right? I'll see you when I get home.
Well, he just hung up, so I think you've got your answer right there.
Well, especially Kim, I want to really point this out. I want to really point this out to you. Your husband is claiming he does not know that 10% of his paycheck is going to that account. and your HR friend told you it was, it's not easy to have that happen. I mean, how many times at your job have you just tried to make sure the 401k is going in the right place if you have that, or the insurance money that you're having for your family is getting directed out correctly? It's a nightmare. So I can't imagine how, she knows this, but he says it's a mistake. He had to have sat down with her to arrange that.
There's something really shady going on.
Yeah, well, just let us know what's going on. Let us know how things, are doing for you, okay? I mean, what's your plans right now?
Well, I think I'm going to call Janine and talk to her just to make sure that I understood everything correctly before I go home and tell him to get the hell out of my house.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, I mean, were you really buying that whole BS story about met her at the grocery store? Thought I'd give her roses because I had a good time at the grocery store.
I never run into anyone at the grocery store.
Well, I mean, I run into people at the grocery store, but I don't send them, congratulatory flowers because we had a good time chit-chatting at the grocery store.
I think he's lying.
Whatever it is you choose to do, obviously you have a lot more questions to have answered. Look, a lot of times we've done this, and the guy is so adamant that it's a mistake, or I don't know what you're talking about. That's just unraveling more lies later on. So just really stick to your gut. And you already got this far with it, and see where it takes you, and best of luck to you.
Okay, thank you for your help.
All right, you take care.
Bye.
Okay, 713-390-KRBE, and I don't know why I didn't think of this. I should have asked the guy when he was on the phone. He just noted in the grocery store, how do you have her address? Oh, I just ran into her in the grocery store.
Oops.
Oh, well, let's go to Charlie. He's in downtown at 713-390-KRBE. Hey, Charlie.
Yeah, you made a pretty good point there. You should have asked him that.
I know. Of course, genius. Oh, after the fact, he's off the phone now. Can I call him back? I doubt he'll pick up, Charlie.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I hate to say it. She needs to follow her gut, because I just had the same thing happen to me. My girlfriend told me that somebody was just a friend, and I tried to be supportive and listen, and come to find out she cheated on me. And so you have to go with your gut. It's the way it is. I wouldn't send a girl flowers unless I wanted to make something happen. It's just the way it is. Except for maybe my mother.
And that's probably, except your mom.
And
that's probably one of the crazier excuses we've heard, right? Didn't that just sound so transparent? Oh, I had a laugh at the grocery store. I think that is so silly.
Yeah, right.
To even say that's your excuse.
Some good times
at
the grocery store.
Oh, well. Charlie, I'm sorry that happened to you, my friend. You,
stay strong.
Stay strong, baby. Stay strong.
All right, there it goes. It's life.
All right, honey, take care.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Jennifer's in Katy. Good morning, Jennifer.
Hi, how are y'all?
Good.
Hey.
I understand that you are about to make a point that a lot of people on text are just floored about the HR person.
Yeah, because I work in HR, and her friend, regardless of what her intentions were, looking out for Tim, but her friend broke some laws and quite possibly some company standards there by giving his pay information out. Like, I don't condone him cheating, glad he got caught, whatever, but that's not okay.
Yeah.
She should get fired for that, huh?
It doesn't matter who your friend is, who you're trying to help them out for. You don't do that. And
I think what happened,
people in HR get bad names.
Yeah, I think what had happened, if you weren't around for the first part, they at one point had worked together, so they're old friends.
But still, she's breaking her job laws.
It's because you're friends.
People don't skirt, the rules when.
But I'd hate to
friends.
think like our HR person here would walk around and tell people what we make or what we do and stuff. That's.
They don't take the Hippocratic Oath like doctors, but at the same time, I mean, you said because you're in HR, Jennifer. I mean, how serious do you take it? Have you ever once, no matter how far removed your friend is from the person you're speaking of, you ever said, "Well, there's one person at work that does blah blah blah"?
No.
Well, that's pretty good. I want you to be our HR person.
Professional. That's not. It's just no. That's no.
Everybody needs an HR person like you. Miss Jennifer, I appreciate you making the point, and I'm glad that you were able to vocalize it, because a lot of people on text, just like you, are like, what? That lady's crazy. She's going to get fired.
But you know what? Sometimes HR people make mistakes like that, though, too.
That's not a mistake, Ryan. She's not making a mistake. She purposely told her friend, hey, guess what? Your boyfriend's paycheck, I'm putting 90% in this account and 10% in this one. That was not a mistake. That was on purpose. Let's figure out what he's doing.
We had one where she was Xeroxing the entire payroll. Like everybody, she had all these personal documents.
We had
an HR person. Not here at this radio station, but
then you
want
to say you had one, because they're going to think that it's ours now. It's not ours now.
No. Not here. Awesome. Not at this radio station. But the person actually left it all on top of the Xerox machine. And like everybody in the office found out what everybody made. Oof. What a nightmare. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people on text and phones are saying that, nobody's going to buy that grocery store excuse. And one person thinks that maybe he has a baby with somebody else that she doesn't know about, and that checking account is paying child support. That's a whole other angle.
You have to pay like 20%.
20%. Child support. So then it's not, the 10% wouldn't make sense.
So we're just catching up at the grocery store, buying some Similac.
Okay.